Hi everyone, we wanted to take you on a little vlogging adventure. We're going to have a little pancake breakfast here this morning, and we'll catch you later. Bye. So we're at Starbucks, and I got me a mocha frappuccino with hazelnut syrup.
I got me a very hibiscus drink. It's my drink of choice.
So what are you going to read today?
Since I'm almost done with orange, I'm going to finish orange.
And I'm going to read Fake Blood. Well, we're back home from the day. So we're sitting down with some sushi. We have some sushi and watermelon and some grapes. And we're going to watch 3 free rentals that we got. I have my sushi and my grapes right here. And I haven't read The Crucible. I'm going to read The Crucible. And I'm going to watch The Crucible movie.
Hi, I'm Shannon.
And I'm Melanie.
Welcome to the Book Chronicles. We got kind of a long weekend because we're off on Monday.
And I hope you've enjoyed our reading vlog so far. We really enjoyed doing that.
And we have a haul for you today. This is the map of days. And then I found on the bargain shelf, Blood of Olympus. But this is by Rick Riordan, and it's the last and final book, book 5 of the Heroes of Olympus series.
So now she has
which
the
I have
entire
not
book.
read, but I can't wait to get into it. And this one, okay guys, you know, I mean, if you've been watching our channel for a while, you know I'm an Alice in Wonderland fan.
And I'm,
you know, just a diverse Alice version of Alice in Wonderland. A retelling, of course, but I'm really excited because this Alice is African American. And it's A Blade So Black. And I saw this and I was like, yes, I have to
look at the cover.
Yes. And
look at the beautiful lady on the front. That's right. Awesome.
And I cannot wait to read this. I haven't seen any diverse Alice in Wonderland retellings. Have you?
No. Let's step it up with diversity. I'm excited. Yeah, thank you so much, L.L. McKinney, for stepping up in the diversity department.
Oh, absolutely. Now I'm kind of binge reading this book this weekend. I'm just kind of feeling like manga this weekend. I don't want to really do any heavy reading.
Mangas are cool.
Because I'm just coming out of a slump trying to, because of the Helter Skelter. I picked up the second, I don't want to say volume, but collection, because the first one I'm almost done, has the first 3 volumes, and this one is the rest. Although I've had the first one, but I just picked up the second one because I'm almost done.
Though. Look at the cover and the graphics. Oh, look at the artistry.
Right.
And that's what they call it.
It's very sad. Definitely trigger for suicide, depression. But I had to pick this up because it was $4.99, guys.
Another great deal.
$4.99.
Another great deal.
Even though I have this book in hardback, I'm gonna want it in paperback because, like, when I do eventually get to it,
right?
When I like when I'm in bed reading, I like the feel of a paperback. Yeah. Because it's lighter and it's not as heavy. But I picked up, and guys, this is for a limited time. I don't know how long, but this is Lady Midnight, guys, by Cassandra Clare.
$5.
I believe me, Melissa, and Lico are going to be sometime at one point. We're going through the Mortal Instruments, and we just completed City of Ashes. I'm not sure when we'll be getting into City of Glass. This is the first book in the Dark Artifices, which is Lady Midnight. $4.99. And I have not read this duology yet. I don't know if it's going to be a duology or a trilogy, but it's the second book in the Strange the Dreamer series by Laini Taylor, and that is Muse of Nightmares. Look at that cover, guys. Definitely want to read it. I have the Strange paperback of the new paperback version of Strange the Dreamer, but I really love this. It's called Muse of Nightmares. I mean, I really love this cover, is what I meant to say. But I can't wait to get into the series. But I picked up because this is by the author who wrote Furyborn. Now, I do have Furyborn. I haven't read it yet.
Claire LeGrand.
Claire LeGrand. I picked up her new book, Sawkill Girl. You got 3 girls, Marion, Zoe, and Val. Marion, the new girl, awkward and plain, steady and dependable, weighed down by tragedy and hungry for love she's sure she'll never find. Zoe, the pariah, luckless and lonely, hurting but hiding it, aching with grief and dreaming of vanished girls. Maybe she's broken, or maybe everyone else is. Val, the queen bee, beautiful and privileged, ruthless and regal, words like silk and eyes like knives, a heart made of secrets and a mouth full of lies.
Ooh.
That just sounded good, didn't it, guys?
Well, that's poetry there.
Their stories come together on the island of Sawkill Rock, where gleaming horses graze in rolling pastures and cold waves crash against black cliffs, where kids whisper the legend of an insidious monster at parties and around campfires, where girls have been disappearing for decades, stolen away by a ravenous evil no one has dared to fight until now. Shocking, nail-biting, and gorgeously written by New York Times best-selling novelist Claire Legrand. But I'm very interested in it, and very intriguing to me, and I can't wait to get into it. So now,
well, and now I'm back to me now. No, okay. I've read. This has actually become my favorite true crime novel. Liked it better than Helter Skelter. I just finished this book. I'll Be Gone in the Dark is by Michelle McNamara, and unfortunately she passed away before the book was published.
I know that.
And before they actually found out who the Golden State Killer was. He was the East Area Rapist, or the Ear as they called him, who raped many people and then ended up killing people. And she spent her entire life, her whole life was consumed by this case. Her husband, until the day she died, he took her notes. She had articles from where she wrote articles on the Golden State Killer or the East Area Rapist. So this is a beautifully written story. This is an important story to be told. Unfortunately, she was not able to survive to find out
who she died.
I think natural causes of some sort, but her husband finished the book. So, and the thing was, she said after her mom passed away, she said that one thing she wanted to do was be a writer, but she was afraid when her mom was alive she couldn't do it. She never thought she could write, and her husband finished this book, got it published, and I'm so glad it's out there because it's beautifully written. Unfortunately, this is the one and only book we're gonna have. And her life, but I just hate it. My heart just aches that she was not alive to see the day he was locked up, because she spent so much of her life consumed by this case and wanting to see this guy locked up.
You gave me one to read it now.
Oh, you should. It's the best true crime. If you're looking for a true crime novel, it's better than Helter Skelter. I mean, Helter Skelter was amazingly... It was written by a lawyer, so you can tell there's a lot of, jargon that might be kind of, well, at least from this reader, it was kind of over my head, but I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed Helter Skelter, so for me to say that I'll Be Gone in the Dark is better than Helter Skelter, to me, that's saying a lot. And today, this is only like 120 pages. But
of course, it's a screenplay.
And it's The Crucible, Arthur Miller.
That's a play by Arthur Miller. It's a it's actually required reading for me in school.
I had never read this, unfortunately. This was my first time, and watched the movie. You all saw that in an earlier vlog. And then I've started today, earlier in today's vlog, you saw that I started Fake Blood.
We're just filming kind of manga and graphic novels.
This is really good. This is awesome. I love it.
And look at these guys. Look at these, the artists. I mean, why can't words are struggle today?
Words are hard. But it's the
graphics.
It's the beginning of a new school year, and AJ feels like everyone is changing but him. He has grown. No, he hasn't grown, nor has any exciting summer adventures like his best friends have. He has had the same crush. He's harbored for years. I can't read with this light. So AJ decides to take matters into his own hands. But how could a girl like Nia Winters ever like plain vanilla AJ when she's only has eyes for vampires? When AJ and his crush Nia are paired up for a group project on Transylvania, it may be his chance to win her affection by dressing up like the vampire hunk of her dreams. But soon enough, he's got more of Nia's attention than he bargained for when AJ learns she's a slayer. Ooh, and it's a debut graphic novel, so this is...
Guys, I just love graphic novels.
And
look at that.
It's really, really awesome, and I tell you...
She's gotten to page 44.
I'm on page 44, and he's kind of a left out there loner, and I'm kind of, I kind of like guys like this, people like this.
And mangas, guys, mangas and graphic novels are so easy. I mean, even though, I don't know, everybody tell me this ain't a book. I mean, even though it doesn't have as much words, it's still a story. It still tells a story.
Right, exactly. And the artistry that it takes to make a graphic novel, I mean, you're like,
manga.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of dissing the artist when you say it's not a real book, because it is. It's artistry and it's reading. It's a novel and it's artistry, so that's why they call it graphic novel, because it's graphic arts and
it's telling a story
through pictures and words,
and through less words,
through pictures and words,
and pictures. I mean, of course, it's faster to get through it because you're not having to read blocks of text.
And it's perfect for when you're in a reading slump too.
Right. Oh yeah. See, that's why I'm chose this weekend to read a lot of manga and graphic, because just one of the ways I personally get myself out of a slump is by reading manga, because it's quick, it's fast, and it makes you feel like, whoa, I just finished a book.
Yeah.
Well, heck, I can read this, now.
And I love the feeling of just being able to say, I finished the book.
Because it is the story, guys.
It is a story. Yeah, so when you reader shame like that, you're not cool.
No.
It's not cool.
Not cool.
Not cool to reader shame people that listen to audiobooks or read graphic novels, or reader shame people that like
right, because at the same time,
books.
guys, you're delving into a story, regardless whether it's being told to you and
I just don't like bullying, you know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway, if you ever want some good graphic novel suggestions, go to Ashley Out Page's channel. She is awesome.
And a lot of this, I wouldn't have learned about this book from her. And so many that she mentioned that I want to get.
Her and the Clockwork Reader. Hannah from A Clockwork Reader.
Right. In fact, Hannah from A Clockwork Reader introduced me to Anya's Ghost, which I loved.
The very mature content. We have I like during this time of year short stories and poetry by Essential Tales by Edgar Allan Poe, and I have
which I got her this.
This is the pocket edition.
She got the big Barnes and Noble edition,
collector's edition.
I seen this, and it was only $7.97.
And it's easy to just carry around in my purse and just pick a few to read, just because it's fun. So that's good for the holidays.
I got it to make it more easier for her to, instead of carrying around that big,
it's
big
good for this time of the year for fall. So have found this at Barnes and Noble, and before you pick up this book, you could get a sneak peek.
A sampler. It's
a sampler of The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein.
But she got the book now. But
there is a 200 anniversary of Frankenstein. It has the 200 anniversary of that book. So that's why they came out with The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon.
So you can get notifications when we post new videos.
Until next time, I'm Melanie.
And I'm Shannon.
And we wish you
peace, love, books, and coffee.
And many blessings.
Bye.